something's gone terribly wrong behind the scenes. And it centers on one leaked baby drama clip that's torn friendships and marriages apart. Fans are shocked to learn that Karlie Redd was caught celebrating that private moment. But what really? Set tongues wagging is Kirk Frost's reaction. Instead of defending Rasheeda, insiders say he sided with Karlie. And now Rasheeda is furious. Emotions ran high when Rasheeda stormed into Kirk's study, phone in hand, demanding you left me for her. Witnesses claim her voice cracked with hurt and betrayal as she recounted how Kirk praised Karlie's loyalty moments after she shared that explosive clip. The family was left divided. Some supporters defended Kirk's neutral stance, while others accused him of abandoning his wife when she needed him most. And now whispers are swirling that Rasheeda isn't ready to forgive. Sources say she's questioning everything. Did Kirk truly believe Karlie's side of the story, or was he too quick to take her part? This conflict promises more heartbreak, more tears, and a showdown that could change their lives forever. Stay tuned because this drama is far from over. The studio lot was buzzing before anyone set foot on set. Twitter feeds off were aflamey screenshots of a leaked clip that showed Scrappy and Shakira sharing a private joke about baby names. Whispers had quickly shifted to Karlie Redd's reaction vidvide, which Kicho showed her laughing like it was a punchline. But what nobody expected was Kirk Frost's response. Instead of racing to Rasheeda's defense, insiders say he called Karlie afterward, praising her for keeping it real. Word spread through crew, and Rasheeda's phone exploded with angry emojis and direct messages. How could he pick her over you? I'm so sorry, Queen. This is unreal. She read them all, her heart pounding. Earlier that morning, Rasheeda had woken to a text from Kirk. Just saw you trending. I'll be home soon. She stared at the words, her mind spinning. She loved Kirk, but if he stood with Karlie, someone who just weaponized Shakira's private moment, what did that say about him? She pressed reply, fingers trembling. We need to talk. Then she grabbed her keys and headed to their Apophis D office, where Kirk was wrapping up a business call. He looked up, surprise flickering in his eyes. Hey baby, I thought we were on for dinner. His tone was casual, but Rasheeda felt a chill. She held up her phone displaying Karlon clip-on loop. Did you call Karlie after this went viral? Kirk hesitated. I called to make sure she knew I wouldn't let this drama define Scrappy's reputation. Rasheeda's jaw tightened. So you sided with her? Kirk shook his head. I'm not choosing sides. She laughed, a bitter sound. You are. You defended her actions instead of mine. In that moment, the air between them crackled. Reached for her hand. Rasheeda, you know I love you. Was just trying to be neutral. She pulled away. Neutral when my husband praises my friend for celebrating someone else's pain. Kirk ran a hand over his face. Look, I get why you're upset. He is my friend too. Rasheeda's eyes burned. Friend, she mocked Steerus Ann's to tears. And in Don, fun of a woman expecting a baby, and you stood by her. Kirk's voice dropped. I didn't see it that way. Her emotions boiled over. She paced the room, tears threatening. You left me for her in a split second. What else could I think? Kirk grabbed her by the shoulders. Rasheeda, calm down. You're snapping at me. She pushed him away. I'm not snapping. I'm waking up. I need you to choose me. Kirk's expression hurt. Rasheeda, I already chose you. She tilted her head. Oh, really? Then why did you praise her in that voicemail? Kirk's gaze fell. I was caught off guard. Rasheeda shook her head. The real question is, do you trust me enough to defend me? Kirk closed his eyes, swallowing. He pulled out his phone and played back the very Miss High's Sheetheisen. His voice gentle, saying to Karlie, you handled that conversation so well. Your ways so hones. Rasheeda swallowed hard. You praised her honesty, Kirk. Did you praise mine? Kirk's shoulders slumped. I did when I talked to UTS Morn. Rasheeda's tears spilled over. She grabbed her keys. Ines Kirk reached out, but she was already at the outside. Outside. The afternoon sun was merciless. Rasheeda pulled her shut, her hot hands shaking on the wheel. Kirk's voice echoed from the doorway. Please call me when you cool down. She didn't respond. She drove away, mind spinning with doubt and betrayal. The next day, the cameras rolled for the first shoot since the leak. The crew whispered about Rasheeda's absence. Karlie arrived early, makeup flawless, but her eyes betrayed worry. She approached Kirk at Craft Rivas's. How's Rasheeda? She asked softly. Kirk shrugged, stirring his fee. Just hurt Karlie's face fell. I didn't mean TC between you. 2. Kirk Ed at I know. Karlie lowered her voice. I'll reach out her. Kirk nodded, though uncertainty flickered in his gaze. Later, Rasheeda Sita Waketh said, set no set, without warning. She wore black leggings and an oversized hoodie, makeup minimal, but her eyes fierce. Kirk spotted her and froze. The cameras rolled, capturing their silent moment. Rasheeda crossed. To him, voice low. We need to do this scene, but not without clearing the air. Kirk nodded, tension etched, OCAL lead.fa called.d. Director Coledto action. They'd film a casual living room talk. Rasheeda took a seat on the couch, Kirk beside her, both stiff. The first lines were simple. Talk about favorite memories from the last season? Kirk smiled convulsively. Remember when we went to Paris Fanatid Hiratid, her Harari? Rasheeda nodded, voice flat. Yes. The atmosphere felt like coiled springs. The producer signaled for the real talk. Rasheeda turned to Kirk. You said neutral, but I heard praise. Kirk closed his eyes. Rasheeda's heart twisted. She whispered, Ed, didn't you fight for me? The words hung between them as extras watched in silence. Cameras captured Kirk's pained expression as E struggled to reply. Rasheeda watched him, tears glistening. She wasn't acting, she was bleeding. Kirk exhaled Sade, hissing his Sade. His is, I'm sorry, he said, voice raw. Was wrong. I should have offended you first. Rasheeda's shoulders tremble, then rove it. Kirk reached for her hand, fingers brushing hers. She flinched, then let his hand rest there. The director called cut, but neither moved. The crew exchanged gland Karlie. They'd captured Somat Karlie tant lie, read it. Karlie watching tent, monitor tent felt a pang of guilt. She wiped a tear as Mendez patted her by afternoons hurting. He softer new Fatornchin break. Rasheeda retreated. To her trailer, she locked the door and sank onto the couch. Kirk her, hisked and slipper her, his side. Her hisk knelt beside her. Vo e earnest. I love you more han any riend I have. Rasheeda looked up. I need to feel that suit's work. Every time scantwo tutu torix, I need you to stand by me. Kirk nodded, wiping her cheek. I will. She let herself believe it, if only for a moment. But as she watched Kirk leave, new text lit up her phone. I'm so glad he's seeing the truth from Karlie. Rasheeda's chest tightened. She wondered if Karlie was playing a long game. Outside the trailer, footsteps faded. Rasheeda pressed her forehead to Tover, Ulwood, heart pounding. She knew his drama wasn't over, and she wasn't sure she could trust Kirk's next move. Next morning dawned gray and restless as the cameras rolled into another day on the Atlanta lot. Rasheeda arrived first in her usual calm, but inside her heart a storm raged. She'd spent the night wrestling with Kirk's words, replaying every syllable of his apology. Could she ever truly believe him again? As she crossed the stage toward her trailer, she spotted Karlie's assistant hovering near the monitor tent, clipboard in hand and phone pressed to her ear. The assistant ducked away when Rasheeda approached. But Rasheeda's gaze followed H. A suspicion flaring anew, Karlie materialized beside her assistant, slipping on headphones as she prepared for a recording. She offered Rasheeda a tentative smile and a gentle wave. Rasheeda returned the gesture but didn't back up. Raya's eyes. Instead, she turned up D, slipped into makeup where Kirk was waiting. His face was pale, clearly understaffed by guilt. He took her hand as the make artist applied a neutral shade gloss. "You okay?" he whispered. Rasheeda closed her eyes, leaning into his warmth. "We'll see," she replied softly, unsure if she meant the shoot or the fragile peace between them. On set, the fight was heavy. Extras whispered fight, their private fight, and crew members traded theories on whether Rasheeda would quit. The director attempted to lighten the atmosphere with small talk. "Coffee break soon," he promised, but nobody laughed. Instead, they clustered in corners, scrolling their phones to catch ERI detail of the leaked clip debate trending online. The digital world was bracing for the next soundbite. Did Kirk choose Karlie over his wife? Fan tweets and screenshots filled monitors in the background, a relentless reminder that this drama refused to stay behind the scenes. The first scene called for a casual garden chat between Rasheeda and Yandi. Yandi arrived with a thermos, her expression concerned. She greeted Rasheeda with a hug, then glanced at Kirk as if searching for signs of alliance. Rasheeda offered a s'more iron and motioned for Yandi to retire beside her on a rotiron bench. Kirk lingered at the edge of the frame, ready to join if needed. So Yandi began gently. "Oh, are you holding up?" Rasheeda exhaled, glancing at Kirk before answering. "Honestly, it's been the toughest thing I've faced on this show." She tucked a strand of hair behind her ear. "I thought Kirk would have my back first." Handy's eyes filled. "Frame, H, empathy. You deserve that frame." Kay stepped into frame, nodding. Rasheeda's jaw clenched, but she kept her voice steady. "Thank you for saying that." Kirk reached out a deliberate and licked her shoulder. "Thedo, liberate ends public." Deliberate. An attempt to reclaim his loyal ended. Rasheeda flinched but didn't cutened way. The moment ended and cut. Director called cut. During the break, Rasheeda retreated to the hair trailer. Kirk followed, worry etched. On his brow, "You did great," he said softly. She turned away, staring at her reflection. "It's just acting," she replied quietly. His voice cracked. "I wish it were." She didn't respond. Kirk's shoulders slumped as he left her alone with her thoughts. Meanwhile, Karlie was invited to record a voiceover in a nearby booth. Standard promotional work. An up-standard promotional work dard promotion addend, designed to shift focus odd Ned scandal. She donned headphones and pressed record. Her voice shook slightly on the first take. After several attempts, she managed a confident delivery. As she stepped out, Mendez met her with a tight hug. "You nailed it," he whispered. "But are you okay?" Karlie squeezed his arm. "I have to be," she replied, reconvened tremor in her chest. Reconveners. The cast reconvened for a round table and unscripted real talk segment. Producers set chairs in a Cirque's Croondor. A canopy of string-light crew Hugh-lot buzzed as crew adjusted camera angles, hoping to capture every candid confession. Rasheeda hesitated at the edge of the circle, Kirk at her side. Karlie sat across from her, hands clasped. In her lap, eyes downcast. Yandi and Erica flanked Rasheeda, Lex and tonals, supportive yet wary. Mendez hovered, silent until invited to speak. The host posed the first question. "How have you processed this leak and the fallout?" Rasheeda's throat tightened. She inhaled and said it felt like a direct attack on my privacy and my marriage. To see Kirk reach out to Karlie, first her voice faltered, tears pricking her eyes. Kirk reached for her hand. She didn't pull away this time, letting his fingers warm hers. Fans watching would see the raw tenderness. Karlie cleared her throat. "When it was her turn, when I first saw that clip the scenes, because I thought it dashed the dash scenes.ss behind the scenes. Moment leaked by accident. I never wanted to hurt anyone." She looked up, meeting Rasheeda's gaze. Fans listening heard sincerity. Erica leaned forward. "It's easy to joke when you're not the one feeling betrayed," she said pointedly. Karlie nodded. "I get that now," Gandon added. "We all have to concede impact over intent." FedEx tension eased slightly, booed Dant Banish. Men DCs spoke last. "I tried to stay neutral, but neutrality looked like betrayal." He eighth-mensed. Kirk's eyes flicked to Earthmansa, who squeezed Men's hand in solidarity. The family had fractured, but cracks were beginning to fill with shared vulnerabilities. Next. With the round table, though, what's next? With debrief, what's next, Karlie and Rasheeda walking side by side toward a charity check presentation. They approached the stage set. Rasheeda glanced at Karlie, offering a polite nod. Karlie returned it with a tentative smile. Kirk stepped in behind. Rasheeda, protective and proud. Hope Isra's captured the tableau. Faux hope Isness in motion. Hope fragile, but present. That evening, the lot emptied quickly, leaving only a few crew members to strike the set. Rasheeda and Kirk walked to their trailers together. Kirk broke the silence. "Thank you for sitting with me all day," he said. Rasheeda looked at him. "I needed to see you. Ooze me. In front of everyone." Irk nodded. "I did." She hesitated then. Let him kiss her hand. "Let's G through this leak and whatever waste, next together." Kirk Grapple's arm around her waist and she leaned into him. It's a small sign that trust could be rebuilt one moment at a time. But as Kirk escorted Rasheeda inside, Karlie lingered under the lot lights. What speculati spare? Phone bespeculated. Headline speculating that 2 other CCECD audiembers had revived the leak heads. Audio after tweaking audio to make her reactions seem more sinister. Karlie's chest tightened, trailers thought. She flicked her trailers, the darkened trailers determined to uncover the truth. Because even as the Frost couple found fragile healing, she knew the next twist lurked in the collective desire for drama. And she didn't want the storm to break them again. Karlie arrived on set with her heart in her throat, the weight of yesterday's drama still heavy on her shoulders. As she walked toward the soundstage, whispers followed Dextra's glances. Delivery. Makeup artists' egg glances, desympathetic glances, and even the grip crew seemed to hold their breath. She spotted Mendesis in's face, wasting the assistant director of Faceway's next shot. His face small with concern. She caught Schmally E and offered a small upcertain smile. He nodded, giving her a quick thumbs up before returning to his duties. Message was clear. She wasn't alone. Sheda, the path to Redemptishada Rocky. Rasheda stepped onto the same stage moments later, effortlessly slipping into character for the next scene of their reality TV spin. Yet beneath that practiced smile lurked raw emotion. Kirk saw her hesitate and reached out, brushing a strand of hair from her face. She leaned into his touch, drawing strength from the gesture. Despite their fragile truce, every small sign of his loyalty still meant everything. The crew arranged the set for a late afternoon shoot. A backlit gazebo draped in string lights. A low wooden table with cushions and lantern action curring in the coming dusk. Action. Rector called the Sinestra and the Sinazam, a behind-the-scenes moment of playful banter before the charity gala. Jan Dundee and Erica sat nearby, laughing over inside jokes, while Karlie hovered at the edge holding a clipboard and a tray of drinks. The cameras rolled. Kirk grinned at Rasheeda. "Remember when I tried to teach down? Oh, grill salmon and nearly blew down? The whole patio down." Rasheeda laughed genuinely, the sound richer for its honesty. "I'll never let you live that down," she teased, nudged murmurously. The crew caught to murmurs, approving murmurs as spreading as they watched the couple's chemistry shine. But the mood shifted as Rasheeda's expression softened. The playful mask.